Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to a special Sunday afternoon session where I'm coming on to complete free readings from this morning's session. I did not get to any of them, thanks to all the beautiful donations. Thank you guys so much. It helps support doing what I do. And I love coming back on to serve my community for all those individuals who are not able to donate. I like to come in and finish those free readings. So I did not start them, so I'm really not finishing them, but we're going to complete them. There is no chat listed because I'm not taking any new requests. This is strictly completing the ones from this morning. I will be back on Friday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time for free readings again. I'm on Friday and Saturday nights, Saturday morning and night, and Sunday mornings. All that information is listed in the description box. Also, if you're looking for answers, I have July monthly readings out there. I've got solstice reading, relationship readings. That's for the entire 3 months from June 20th all the way up till September 20th, and other pick a card readings. So be sure to check those out if you're looking for answers. And those are all free. I have a podcast too, From Chaos to Cozy, which talks about all of our journey from chaos to cozy. A lot of information that's helpful too, if you're interested in that. I also offer personal readings and other services. All that's listed in the description box down below and on my website at bredazen.com. So after I'm done with the readings here, I will post a comment and pin it listing the order in which the readings were completed. All right. So I'm going to continue to use this wonderful Animal Guides Tarot. Let me show you the picture in case you guys want to pick these up for yourself. This is what the box looks like wherever you procure your cards. So we will get started. So we're starting off with Highness. So you are up and you'd like a general for tomorrow. So let's see here what Spirit wants you to know about tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's only a day away, as Annie says, right? All right. Well, we like this. You got the koala bear, so cute, and the High Priestess card. So the Four of Swords is about peace of mind and calmness and seeing things from a different perspective, but it is this mental stability that comes in. So whatever is coming tomorrow is this peace of mind. The High Priestess is trust your gut, trust your intuition. Some hidden things may be revealed, which is all right, because with this combo, I feel like it's balanced and it's all okay. You come out of whatever's you're concerned about with a peaceful mind around it. Also, the High Priestess is about stepping back, connecting to spirit, looking behind the veil, diving deep into your emotions. That's where things are revealed to you. But it is kind of almost a little hermity type of energy. So if you're wondering, should I go to something or not? I would say no. I would say to stay with yourself and you'll have more peace of mind that way. I'm a hermit, so that's always the best. The best plans are canceled plans. But I feel like everything will be okay. Just trust your gut and trust your intuition, because you're right on the money tomorrow, right? So that's what they have for you, Highness. So many blessings to you. And I'm sorry, I should have done this before I went live. Let me just move some of these over and jot down the names as we're going so that it's not delayed here in getting the comment posted. So we'll do those two. So we'll do two right here because this is the next screenshot. Has Happy Pill. Again, thank you for your little comment. I love you too. And Angel Guidance and Messages. Let's take a look here. So what do they want you to know? All right. All right. So you have the Knight of Earth. I love the seahorses. And you got the Pelican with the Two of Fire, the Two of Wands. That's coming here. Sorry for the glare there. So it tells me here that there is something with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight can be like the slowest moving knight. So there's this timing kind of energy that comes in here. It's like things kind of feel like they're going slow or have been slow. And the Two of Wands tells us that the speed at which things can come in is within your control. Things are being slowed down on purpose to give you time to look at, your thoughts and beliefs and your emotions and your your energies and your physical actions. What am I doing? What's at the root of these, right? So there's some good transformative energy that comes in here. Um, but the Two of Wands does tell you that if you begin to focus on higher things like um, unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and a lot of gratitude for what you do have in your life, gratitude for whatever this is that feels like it's taking forever, gratitude for the things that you do have regarding the situation, because that raises your love vibration, which speeds things up. Lower vibration slows things down. So if I'm focusing on what I'm missing and that it's taking too long and that I want and or we hate or fear, that stuff grows and that's what weighs it down. But the higher vibration of things lightens things up and gets things moving faster. So just know that there is a purpose for the slowness, but as you raise your vibration, as you focus on those things, that also does give you the ability to speed things up. So hopefully that makes sense, and that's what you're looking for right now. But that's what I feel like they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Julia, you want higher self messages and some tips on how to connect with it. Oh, with your higher self? Sure. Let's take a look here. So let's see what they have advice for you on that. All right. So you do have here the message from your higher self. You have the Emperor card and the Ace of Wands too. Both of this, the Emperor is like um, Aries energy. It's fire. Both of these are fiery type of energies at its core, and the Emperor is like they decide, you know, to clear the throne room. They got a lot of people, a lot of advisors around, blabbing in their ear, right? And as they're blabbing in their ear, they're giving all these opinions. They're like, thank you, everybody, but you can go now. Thank you, appreciate you, but I'm the Emperor. It's my empire. Got to make some decisions. And this is about saying, all right, if you wanted advice, you can listen to it, but ultimately you decide what it is you want. You make plans around it. You put action. Both of these are action cards. It's time for action. It's time for movement. It's time to decide what you want, not what everyone else wants you to want or what they want, but what you want. And you put this action plan together, you start taking action toward it in movement. So it is time for that. It's time to get out of your head and out of all those opinions, get into your heart and go, what do I want, right? Connecting to your higher self with this Ace of Wands, the this whole thing about connecting to spirit is when we're in fear, any lower vibrational energies, it is loud, it is noisy, we can't hear anything. It's like being in a loud restaurant or a bar where all you see is people's lips moving in. It's so loud, you can't hear what they're saying. You're like, I wish I could read lips or we could sign language because I'm not hearing what you're picking up. I'm not picking up what you were putting down. But as we raise our vibration and our frequency to that of spirit, we can hear so clearly. And that's the level, the higher vibration of unconditional love and joy and laughter and gratitude. So when we get into the higher vibration, we can hear clearly. And all it takes is a desire to reach out with your heart of like, I want to hear from you. I want to connect with you. But if we're in noise and fear and activity and all that, then it's too noisy, it's too loud, we can't hear anything. But if you find out what brings you peace, is it a hot bath, is it painting, is it meditation, is it journaling, and find all these different ways because they want to interact with us, they're a part of us. So it's more just clearing the connection, but the whole spirit realm, they want to hear from us and they want to talk with us and interact with us. And all it takes is us asking from our heart, of our own free will, I really want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. Can you show yourself to me and show me how I can connect? And doing those things that raise your love vibration, you start to hear it more. The more, it's like a muscle, the more you use your connection with spirit, the stronger it becomes as well. So hopefully that helps. That's what they have for you, Julia. So many blessings to you. Great question. All right. Let's move some of these more down here. And okay, this is a big print, a big screenshot here. So let me just do this real quick. Sorry, and I've got a big, there's a big bright spot out there. Now I have a bright spot in front of my eyes. I'm like, there's a little black spot. I can't, it's blinding me a little bit. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Oops. You guys are so funny. Oops. That's not, come on. All right. It was just being stubborn there. Okay. Inside, this is the biggest one here, the biggest screenshot. So there's several people on it. All right. So, excuse me, up first on this one is Needy Sarvaya. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Needy? So you'd like to know messages from the universe. All right, let's take a look here. Some messages from the universe. All right, here you go. Boom, boom. All right. So I like this here. You've got the Hermit energy here. And then you also have the Seven of Fire, the Seven of Wands, which is interesting. It's like this is about making sure you're taking time alone, connecting with spirit and your higher self, and they're guiding you and they will show you things. So it's important for you to take your alone time. But the Seven of Fire is almost like this on a hill, but you being the sun, you shining bright, you being seen, you not shrinking, not dimming your light, not asking permission to shine, but being unapologetically yourself and shining bright. So I like this. It says, the gecko, be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. And the hermit is your inner guidance, which says it's the firefly. I love fireflies. Take time for contemplation, to retreat and go within. Be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. So I like this about being bright and letting your sun, shine, your light shine. And I love the story of the firefly that's in this book, The 13 Original Clan Mothers, which is about moons. And it's like there was this star that came too close to the earth that got tricked into getting so close to see something that it couldn't escape Earth's gravitational pull, and Earth couldn't take away the gravitational pull because then everyone would float off of it. And so she was like, I'm so sorry, you have to stay here, but you have to take the form of something. You can't be a star. And so it chose to become a firefly because it wanted to show the light of the star of who it was and who it is. And it's a really, really beautiful story through it all. And I like that. It's like you've chosen to come down here as this star, and this is how you're choosing how you want to shine your bright light. And this firefly is, how do you want to show that light? You get to choose. And I love that message coming in there. Wasn't even thinking that's where we were going, but evidently that was. So there you go, Needy. I love it. Many blessings to you. All right. And then feels you are up with 5 Z's. I think it's 5. You want to know, will you pass this semester with good marks? All right, let's take a look here. Based on current energies, let's see what we have here. All right. Yeah, you have this smooth movement of the 8 of Swords, which is the thinking, and the 9 of Fire, it is perseverance. It says you've worked hard and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Yeah, so it's perseverance and that you'll get through it. I feel like there might be some challenging times getting through it, but I feel you will ultimately do well in your marks. The 8 of Air, the 8 of Swords is telling me though, because that's the flow and the questioning of our small t truths, right? And it's becoming aware of what of our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets have made us feel blinded and bound and trapped. And one of the one of the biggest things is when we're in fear, like it had that little bird in a cage, our mind feels trapped, our heart feels trapped. And so when we're having anxiety and fear around things, then what happens is when our little inner child feels unsafe or out of control, it boots our intelligent mind out. It's like if you're going to go take a test or you're doing something and you're freaking out, you're gone and your little 2-year-old self and its pet hissing cat, meow, meow, meow. It's your little Shogun warrior cat, they're in charge and they're not going to test well because they didn't study. Your higher adult self did, but it's gone. It's disconnected. So anything you can do to learn how to calm yourself in a moment when you start to feel anxious, breathing exercises, taking deep breaths. If you're on TikTok, one of my praying Mantis members has a page she just started called Just Breathe .deb. That's her TikTok at Just Breathe, BREATHE .deb. She has some videos there that have sorry, getting back to where I was. Oh, there I am. Breathing exercises that can help calm, because that's when we're in anxiety, our adrenaline's flowing. But if we can just, that helps us come back and that reconnects us to our brain. But can also get to the root of where the anxiety is, what's triggering you, why are you fearing failing, what does it do? It's subconscious. Sometimes we're like, yeah, why do I fear if I fail? We're not in a society where if you fail, they take you out and shoot you, like some movies have for the future. Like, whoop, the bottom three scorers, survival of the fittest, it's like, no. So that doesn't happen. What happens? I just retake a class. What if it delays my future? It always unfolds perfectly for us, right? So I like this. Just, I feel like you're going to do fine doing things that you're doing now. But if you can, clear those thoughts and those beliefs, those fears at the core, then you stay connected to your brilliant mind consistently. And that just helps, right? So I like it for you. And that's what they have for you, Feels. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Nelia Maderos, you are up next. This is your free reading, so thank you for your donations earlier. And you want a general reading regarding work this summer. All right. Tell us about work this summer for Nelia. All right, those two. All right. Well, we like this. You got the 4 of Wands with the 4 of Fire with the Otters. Got the 10 of Air, too, 10 of Swords, which is about leaving behind thoughts and expectations and all that people pleasing. And you can have this joy and this celebration with your work this summer. But if you put too much pressure on yourself, then that's we focus on how things are not going. I got a pain in my neck suddenly. It's like crack, crack, crack. It just becomes a pain in the neck. That's funny. Your spirit guides. So it becomes not joyful, but a pain in the neck. Am I starting to embody messages now? Great. But they got the 10 of Swords is about that. The ending of wanting to do these things, the ending of things and the beginning of new. So you're letting these way high expectations on yourself, and you're allowing yourself some leniency, which allows this movement. They're reminding me, and this is an amazing thing to know, that because when we're focusing trying to achieve something, where we push things away, we like, I want success, I want, like I used to, like, I want a promotion, I want a raise, I want bonuses. And then I would have trouble getting them when I let go and was like, oh, whatever. I'm just, I try so hard and I get so little reward. I'm just going to come in and do my job and enjoy it, do what I love. And then because I'm grateful for what I have, I would get, doing a fourth of the work, I would get bonuses, raises, and promotions. And I'm like, seriously? But then I learned about energy and I'm like, oh, because my energy of want pushed things away because I enjoy wanting but not having. But when I'm grateful for what I do have, then I get boatloads of bonus added on because I'm telling the universe I love this, and so they bring me more. Instead of I want, they're like, oh, you like wanting? Well, we'll make you want some more by not having. So that's what's coming in there for you, Nelly. I feel like it's a good summer, but if you can let go of your expectations and just enjoy for what is, then you do have this joy and celebration type of energy that comes in. So I like it. Right. So that's what they have. So many blessings to you. And then Minahil, hello, hello. So you're up next. A general love reading for 2024. All right. What does Spirit want you to know about love? That one right there. All right. All right. Well, looks like a lot of your time here. I'm like, single for quite a bit here. You got the Hermit card, which is all about, being with oneself. The Firefly, beautiful card. But the Firefly, it's like, I almost feel like this is more of a lantern that draws moths. You're like, no. The Seven of Cups, the Seven of Water, I feel like here's all these Maine Coon kittens, and they're all these different people that get attracted to you, but I don't feel like any of them take this year based on current energies. Because I feel like what you're learning a lot through these stepping stones, and you're learning a lot about these individuals are showing you what you want to see about yourself, and then you move on to the next teacher and then the next teacher. So I don't feel like you're repeating the same thing like over and over and over 7 times. Like, "Ugh, why do I keep finding the same person?" I feel like there's a couple, you learn something there, and then there's a couple more and you learn something with them, and there's a couple more. And I just feel like these are like more dates, that they're not like relationships. I feel like you're meeting a variety of different people and you have a variety of different interests and things like that. But it's like just none of them are um, matching, what you're wanting. But you're raising your love vibration through this. You're making your way upward. And as you raise your love vibration, that's why others drop off and new ones come in, and then others drop off and new ones come in because you're raising your love vibration as you're questioning your thoughts and beliefs around your lovability, these emotions of the past that you're letting go. And this is what's allowing you to change and move up. But you're having kind of like, it's almost like you're going through a video game and you're battling different levels as you move up. That's funny that they show it that way. But that's what's coming in for you for this year. That's based on current energies, but I just feel like it's more of a lot of stepping stones to get you ready to where you want to be, where the long-term relationship is up here instead of a long-term relationship down here, and then another one here, and then another one here, because this one is more in tune with what your heart wants. So it's like it's kind of like going through a gauntlet, if you know what that is. It's like, all right, I'm going through it all. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm shedding skin, I'm growing and expanding and changing, but I know the end result is worth it. So I feel like that's their message for you right now, Minnie Hugh. All right. So many blessings to you. Right. So make sure I didn't skip anyone here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And then Jean XO, hello, hello. So you want to ask Virgo's thoughts and feelings towards you and the underlying energies. You keep finding 11 cents when you go places, 6 days in a row. You asked for a sign from spirit. Well, I think they're giving you one. All right, that's amazing. So let's see here. What are Virgo's thoughts? Okay. And feelings. Bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Fire. So, there's the passion of the Ace of Fire that's below the surface, right? So you have that kind of energy. Let's see what else we have here. I'm so sorry. Hacking up over here. We got more fire. You got the 10 of fire and the 3 of fire. 3 of Wands is a change of direction. The 10 of fire is reevaluating where they're investing all of their energy. So this 10 and ace is endings and beginnings. That's coming in here. Yeah, and even the bottom of the deck here, I mean the bottom of the card of the sea turtle of the 3 of wands. I normally don't read them a whole lot, but they took my eyes right to it. Stop to take time to review and make long-term plans, capitalizing upon past successes. It's appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all your accomplishments, but you also may need patience for the next phase to play out. And I feel like this is their energy, though, that they're just kind of like reevaluating with this 10 of wands. It's like there's so much that's going on, so much energy they're putting out, that they're evaluating what do they feel truly is important in their life. And it's like based on this past experiences, and I feel like we kind of, some of the energy we had before is kind of seeping in, where it's they're just wanting to make sure that they don't leap from the frying pan into the fire in a way. They're like, I'm doing all this energy, I'm investing all this, and I can't keep this up. So I need to really focus in on what do I want in my life. And I feel like they're taking a different direction than they had previously planned on. And it just feels like, that they're trying to identify like what's important and urgent, what's just important and what's unimportant. It's urgent. And they're like, because they're cutting things out and they're truly evaluating what is truly urgent. And I don't feel like they feel like the interactions between the two of you are urgent. I feel like it's important, but I feel like there's important and urgent things that they're focusing their energy on that they feel are that. And it's just kind of like, letting things unfold and letting things kind of just flow, go with the flow ish with you. But this other stuff is just like they have these things prioritized and they're just like, I got to do this first and then I'll see, kind of thing. So that's why I feel like the priority has changed because of whatever these things that this evaluation they've done of what the energy and where they're investing anything has changed to be where it is. you know uh you know it doesn't feel urgent to them. It's important, but just doesn't feel like there's an urgency in it. So it's interesting. So I don't know, but it's your choices and your journey. I feel like your spirit guides are like these big brothers, and they're just like, I feel like they didn't really appreciate him for you in the beginning, and they just kind of aren't on board with it. Even though they understand, we learn and grow through everything. They're just like, I get that feeling whenever we pull cards. And I'm like, I was trying to identify what is this energy? Because I know it's not me. Because, I'm like, everyone gets to enjoy it. I'm like, what is this? Like, get somebody who like like that kind of face is how it feels like one of your guides. Maybe it's someone that's gone to the other side already. Maybe it's because it's a personality, and angels and spirit beings don't have that. So I feel like it's someone who's passed and gone to the other side already that would be like, I don't like them for you. It's that kind of uh judgy Judge Judy. I don't know. Eh. So that's funny. Anyway, so if that resonates, that's what's coming through. All right. So hang in there, Jean. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. So let me get some more of these free reading screenshots over here. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Let me just jot these down real quick and we'll jump into them. Thank you guys again for all your patience in getting to your free readings. I hope you enjoy them. If you do, make sure to give the a thumbs up on the video on this stream, because it helps spread the Zen love. So I appreciate that. Sorry, trying to do two things at once. Not as efficient as I used to be when I used to work in the corporate life. I used to be able to do all sorts of things very fast, multiple tasking, but now it's more human. All right. So Mega V, you are up next. So current energies of Pavan towards you and his next actions. All right. So what's his current energies? All right. That's his next actions. So current energies. All right. There's this sun card coming in here, which is this brightness and the shininess and, you know, Leo energy that comes with this. And so there is this fire, there is this attraction that's there. But there's also, with this life experience, this is the Tower card. And it's like there's this fear with them too, of that things that they care for seem to get blasted out of their life. This has to do with their inner child saying, you don't deserve this yet. And they usually will repel people out of their life when they take action and move things towards someone. So they've got some inner work to do, which that sun, the Leo energy, is the inner child. So they've got that inner child in there going, no, no, no. They got this out of balance giving and receiving. They're like, you have not given enough to deserve this relationship or interactions. So there is that in there. Their next actions that they have here. Wow. Got three major arcana. So you do have the Wheel of Fortune, which this does say that you'll understand everything in life does unfold for you, and sometimes our human doesn't understand how that thing is for us. But the Wheel of Fortune is the tune of for you, that even your human is on board with the next actions and how they unfold here, which can mean two things, really. I mean, one is that it's like they get past this fear and they deal with their inner child, and they allow, they get this clarity of this more equal giving and receiving, where their inner child lets love come into their life. Or they don't, and they don't act, and they drift away, and then who comes in next, you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad that didn't work out, because you are even more amazing than I thought they were. So I feel like it's more that than the other. But I like that. In fact, if you are akin to the Lord Ganesh, you have this coming in here. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. Maybe. But it's an elephant with a heart in it. So maybe it's just too close, or not close enough. Shiny, bright. Maybe way back here. But it's the Lord Ganesh, the remover of obstacles. And that Tower card is the remover of obstacles too. So just know that it's going to unfold perfectly, and that if Pavan doesn't do that inner healing and inner transformation and take action, that it's for you, and that it's saving you from that, and they're removing the obstacle out of your way to make space for something and someone even more amazing, right? So that's what's coming in for you. I feel like it's the latter, but I'm not sure that your spirit guides feel like you're ready to hear that, but they wanted to tell you anyway, just to plant the seed and have you see that. But I feel like that Lord Ganesh is important for you to know, that they're removing obstacles out of your way to give you, something so much more for you. All right. So that's what's coming in there for you, my dears. Some many blessings to you. All right. And then we have eucalyptus body wash. Sounds so good. I had some eucalyptus body wash And then I bought this other mint stuff. I thought it was going to smell as good, and it doesn't. But I'm going to use it all up. And then I'm going to get some eucalyptus body wash. I love that. Smells so good. Opens up your sinuses too. All right. So you like a general reading? Just, throwing that out there. So let's take a look here. What do we have here? All right. Look at you. You've got the 3 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. 3 of fire, 6 of fire. 3 of Wands is about changing of direction, but you're changing it with new information. And the 6 of Wands is victory. It is movement of energy. And I like this because it feels here like you accomplish something and you get somewhere. You have this victory, and you're like, all right, so I've reached here. Now I can continue going this way, but you know what? I want to go this way. So I feel like you reach a goal, you reach some sort of accomplishment, obtaining of a goal or of a situation, and then you're reevaluating the direction you were heading, and then you are opting. You're not being forced to. You're opting, going, you know what? I can see why I wanted to go that way, but now that I've hit here, I've changed, and my ideas and desires have changed, and I want to go this direction. I want to go that and do that instead. So I like this for you, and I feel like it's supported. So don't feel like you have to, well, that's the plan, I got to stick to it. Go, you know what? I want to change things up and do it. I feel it's very supported with all of that. So that's what I got for you. All right. So many blessings to you. And then great quartz. You want to know, where is your future self? Well, it's in the future. Come on. Bada bunk. So where is your future self? It's an interesting question. Where is your future self? Don't know those. Oh, they did want that one. In Alaska with the Huskies. So you have the 10 of air, which is the 10 of swords, and the 9 of earth, the 9 of pentacles. So your future self is right there waiting for you to connect with them. If you'll take this time with that 9 of earth to step back and be with yourself, that they're there. The 10 of swords is, releasing of expectations, releasing these small t truths rooted in fear, right? And so your future self, they're there, they're communicating with you, they're talking to you, your higher self, is all part of all that. And they are saying that with these 10 of swords, that's a lot of noise. It's a lot of fear noise. And it's hard for us to hear when our mind is in fear and worrying and trying to control things. When we surrender and let go and we're open, that's when we raise our vibration to their frequency, we can hear things so clearly. So I like that they're saying, I'm here. I'm just a thought away. I'm just a connection away. All I have to do is get quiet, be still, step back from all the chaos and the noise, and connect there. So I feel like they wanted that. Now you might have really been asking, like, just no, like, in the future, where is my future self? Where do I live in the future? Could be as well, because they took me to these place cards. So let's take a look here and see what they want to tell you there too, just as a side little fortune cookie for your reading. Where are you in the future? You're in the hospital. It says medical care treatment center. So I do feel, I don't know if you're wanting to be in the medical field. I don't feel like this is like, it's like, great, I'm going to end up in the hospital. I feel like this is not out of like things happening to you or for you, but that this might be like where you actually end up working, or like check your career. If you're desiring to be in some sort of medical or treatment center, whether it's holistic or Western medicine or whatever, I feel like that they're saying, like, don't, if that's a dream of yours, go for it. Don't let these fears hold you back either. So if that resonates, that's for you there too. Or you might just be visiting someone in the hospital. I don't feel like it's you. I didn't feel any negative energy around it, like lower vibrational energy of, like, oh my God, you're going to be in the hospital, anything like that. So, right. So hopefully that answered your question there. Great, Corey. So many blessings to you. All right. And then New Love, you are up next. And what don't you know about yourself? Wow, you guys have such great questions. I love the inquiry, the in-depth thing that you're trying to find out about yourself. All right. So I don't necessarily feel like you don't know this about yourself, but the ego is the devil card. It's our shadow self, right? And the ego is Saturn, shaky, shaky. And the justice card is also, they usually have the ace of swords, and you can see in his trunk, he's got the scales. And this does have to do with this energy of, sorry, move up here, the working out of our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets and all the stuff we've had all our lives that have, really caged in our thinking and restricted our thinking and caged our hearts and restricted our hearts. And on one hand, they want you to know that you have done so much more work and progress in this than you are aware of, that you give yourself credit for. That's what I feel like you don't know about yourself, is like, do you know how far you've come? I don't feel like I have. You have come a long way. The whole thing is, spirit shows like us walking up a spiral staircase. And if our eyes are wide open, we're always with ourselves. And so we don't see a change in us. But if we were blindfolded and brought up 10 stories and then suddenly shown out there, like, whoa, look how far I've come. And that's the whole thing, is like, we're not blindfolded. I am always with myself. And so they're saying, if you can close your eyes and just, if you've journaled, look back a year ago, look back 2 years ago, 3 years ago, how far you can look back and go, wow, I'm not that person anymore. You'll realize it when you look back at all that. Now, the Saturn return, we go through that every 28, 29 years, and we impacted 5 years before and after it too, because it's so far out. It starts influencing us early and hangs around, the energy hangs around longer too. That, you might be out this significant time in your life. The first time between 23 and 33, we really go through it. Like, our life is thrown into our face so that we see it and go, oh my God, and we question it. And then whatever we don't really work through and deal with, when we go through our next one, which is like our mid to like 55 to 65-ish, then we see other people going through things and we learn from observing, more so. And so I just feel like they just being aware of the Saturn return energy for what you're going through, and that this justice card is all about seeing things from a higher perspective, balancing the scales by taking fears and lower vibrational old thinking and mindsets and transforming them into higher wisdom and higher knowledge helps balance things out even more so. But I just feel like a big piece of all this is, one, you may not be aware that you're in a Saturn return. You're just like, holy crap, that's what this is. But also that how far you've come. And if you're interested, you can check out, even if you just do Saturn return, and there's websites out there, just of course always beware. But you can plug in your birth information, and they'll tell you when your Saturn returns are too, that are on there. If not, if you go to a free site, like I trust Astro.com, I've used them for a long time, they seem very reliable. If you have your birth chart, it's just looking at where your Saturn is, like what, of course, zodiac sign it's in, what degrees. When it returns back, a Saturn returns when it's back exactly where it was at your time of birth. It takes 28, 29 Earth years for it to go around the sun, so it takes that time for it to come back to the exact same spot, as it was. So there you go. A little bit of skinny on there, and that's what they want you to know, New Love. You maybe didn't know that about Saturn, and now you do. All right, so many blessings. Oh, fun. All right. And then spiritual girl, twin flame coach, you are up and you'd like a general reading. All right. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. What did they have coming in here? All right. Well, you've got this energy here. You've got the first of all, the Four of Swords, the Four of Air with the koala. This is peace of mind and mental stability. I like this because a lot of what they're talking about with this energy is, they're usually sleeping on an Ace of Swords, and then there's three swords on the wall, which is our expectations, our fears, these beliefs we have that are rooted in, you know, the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, the fear of not being good enough, all that delicious numb fears, right? So when we face those and we realize and get to the core of our fears, we realize I can have this, peace of mind. And when we're at peace in our mind, we hear things very clearly. Yeah, the Six of Swords too, which I have to see if I can look at his face. Woohoo! Sorry, I was really close to the microphone. But the Six of Air is this, movement, leaving behind old ways of thinking, new ways of thinking, going from choppy waters to calmer waters. And there's the stability of mind that comes in with all this as we get to the root of our fear, the triggers that we have. And as we release those, beautiful energy comes in. And you do have the Knight of Fire, which is passion, fastest horse out of them all, even though it's a dolphin. The knight is on this quest for their power. And there's these, once we can get past our mind and calm our mind, we really get in tune with our heart. And as we get in tune with our heart, then we can see what really makes our heart feel full and what our heart wants to do, how it wants to express this passion. And I feel like you've done, of course, with what you do, you've done a lot of inner work, and you're aware of a lot of things. And I feel like that this is like a next stage kind of thing of getting in some nitty gritty mindsets that have been there that have um, not been able to be moved. Now they're going to flow and move. You're at a different place in your life. And as you remove some of these mental blocks, you have this passionate flow. It's like you get a second wind in your life, and it just really propels you forward. But it's questioning these fears, these limiting thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are there, and getting to the core of it. And just feel like these are not conscious, these are subconscious things that are running on autopilot below the surface, and they're impacting your thinking. But it's about bringing it into the consciousness that can do that. And I'm sure you have modalities to try to talk to your inner child or access your subconscious. So whatever this is, if you feel like you have a block that you've been trying to move forward in something, then definitely check out how to access it. There's this 4-box way of doing things where if you do a box like this, and it's like, let's say I want to, well, let's keep it simple and say it's success. Like, I want to be successful. So it's like, I want to be successful. Why? And you put what energy is around that. I want to be successful. And then it's, I fear being successful. And then you write down those reasons why you fear being successful. Then you do the opposite on the bottom. It's, I want to fail. Why do I want to fail? I desire to fail, right? I desire success. I desire to fail. I fear, or I don't want success, right? And this is, I desire to fail, and then I fear to fail. Two of them are going to kind of be conscious, like, well, I know why I want success, and I know why I fear failing. We've done a lot of the inner work, but desiring to fail and fearing success, those get us into the subconscious. So it's like, but it's putting the whatever you feel you're blocking, like you're wanting to head towards something, why, right? Why you desire and you fear it, and then why you the opposite of it, why you desire the opposite of it, and why you fear the opposite of it. and it brings a lot of clarity. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what they have for you, spiritual girl, twin flame coach, and many blessings to you. All right. So thank you guys. I'm just going to bring in some more. More of these over here. Let me see, just make sure I'm doing these in the proper order. All right, there we go. Just going to jot down some more names here. So thank you guys for your patience. All right. Okay. We still have quite a few more to go, so hang in there, everybody. We'll get there. Oops. All right. All right. So, lovely, Lovey, you are up. And I did see your correction here. So you were looking, you went SP's true feelings towards M, and will SP take advice and sell the house? And you also were wondering, let's see, one of the true feelings, but is it hatred or disdain? Yeah, what is hatred? What is hatred? What is disdain? All of that is fear, right? It's the expression of fight or flight, right? It's all an expression of fear, regardless of the name we give it. At the core of them, it's fear, right? So, do they fear something? What are they fearing? Well, we'll take a look here. Let's see what's going on here. So, their true feelings. What's going on here? What's the feeling underneath all of this? Okay, and then will they sell the house? Take the advice and sell the house. So, yeah, they got the two of fire. So the two of wands is here. They got lower vibrational, higher vibration. With the two of fire, it's two energies that they feel. So at times, they, when they're not fearing, they do have, fond memories, and there's this, you know, um, when their little inner child isn't feeling unsafe and out of control, they can see and recognize, the history and the time and those types of things, the happy things, right? They can see and find the things that they're grateful for that they had. But when that little inner child is feeling unsafe and out of control, that's the hatred, that's the disdain. It's throwing a tantrum, right? It's angry, a little 2-year-old throw either cries, it's a cry for love, or it's a tantrum. I want your attention. And that's what a 2-year-old does. And that's what the human does when it feels that way. And so when you look at their actions, every moment is either of unconditional love or a cry for unconditional love. So when they have all those actions, which you might see as hateful or have disdain or whatever, this is hatred for themselves. This is disdain for themselves being reflected outward. So any kind of actions that they, make towards M is about them, right? And I feel like it's important to know, because that's what everything is. When people act stupid, and it's because they're in fear. They're acting like a 2-year-old. You're like, you're acting like a 2-year-old. Yeah, well, that's a cry for love. Because when we're emotionally stable and feeling loved, we don't act like that. When we're scared and feeling out of control, we do all sorts of crazy stuff. Look at the world, right? So I feel like that's, the feelings fluctuate, and to understand those feelings have little to do with M and more to do about how SP feels about themselves, right? All right. And then will they take the advice? Well, we got the Queen of Air. So Queen of Swords, balancing of the head and the heart. I do feel like they're going to be able to figure it out, because I feel like, yeah, it's funny. Listen to this. The leopard. All your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. So I think that is a yes, that they will sell the house. It's time to declutter, and so they're simplifying their life, and but it's about balancing. And if that energy, it's important if you can pass this on towards M, is whatever they focus on is what grows and expands. And so if they focus on the fear that they're going to do this, or focus on the things they hate about them, focus on wanting, I want them to sell the house, I want to sell the house, or whatever, that the wantingness is what grows, not the selling of the house, or the hatred grows when we focus on the hatred. I know it's hard to find things that we're grateful for in a situation, but if we practice, we can become experts in it. If we learn to focus on things we hate in situations, we can become experts at that too, and find things to hate in situations that no one else can either. But what do we want to be an expert in? Finding things to be grateful for. And you can, amazing when the energy changes it all. Because if you can, like, what was I grateful for in the relationship with him, right? Looking at SB, what am I grateful for in them? I'm going to focus on that. You know, not when they're acting like a 2-year-old. When were they acting like an adult? And when did they, these times when they were balanced and they were giving, and this, I'm so grateful for those times, sincerely grateful. Then the universe goes, oh, you want more of that, we'll expand that instead of the other. So I feel like that's important with that Two of Wands coming in too. All right, so that's what they have for you, lovely lovey. Good to see you as always. So you take care, and many blessings. All right, and then Lynx Lee, you want to know anything that you need to know? Let's take a look here. What do you need to know? The sun will come out tomorrow. So, sorry, you have the sun card. I was singing that earlier, so that's stuck in my head. Annie from Annie. The 5 of fire, the 5 of wands, this struggle and this fire that's going on in your life. You see the lightning bolt hitting the horns there, and the sun card. But this is the bluebird of happiness. The sun will come out. I like it. That's a good message, because whatever struggle is going on, whatever drama is happening, there is peace that comes, and things will work out. Prosperity and happiness do return, but it's important for this, clashing to happen, because it brings awareness around things, and it brings things to the surface that need to be transformed. So whatever this drama that's happening, whatever this struggle, conflict, just know there's resolution that comes. But it's in conflict that we grow and we learn. If everything was just easy breezy, we wouldn't grow. We'd just be the same little lump of a baby just in a bigger body later. But because of challenges, we learn and grow. As our beliefs are challenged, as our emotions are challenged, our energy, our physical world is challenged, then that's where the growth happens. And it's important growth, and that's why it's happening. It's always happening for you. And so if you look at it and go, okay, why did I want this drama to happen for me? Now, why is this happening to me? That's victim mode. We'll experience that for a while. It won't give us growth. It just grows victimhood feelings. But when we're done feeling that, we can go, all right, I've cried enough. I had my tantrum. I threw things around. I broke things. Now, why did I want this to happen for me? What did I learn about myself through this? Right. And then, that's where the sun comes out. And we're like, okay, the storm is past. The sun's out. The rain, storms have their purposes, right? The wind blows seeds, and the water, the flooding of water, during a storm, washes away things, but it also waters everything, and it knocks branches out of trees, and it strikes things and cleanses things. So storms have a purpose. Just know that the sun does come out tomorrow. All right, so hopefully that helps. That's what they have for you, Linksley. So many blessings. All right. And then Salmia Rao, you are up next. Let me just bring some more of these over here. All right. So, hello. Spirit's message for the month of July. Absolutely. Of course. I think you've already checked your July, but if you haven't checked your July monthly too, and if there's a specific area of your life you're looking for, find the planet that rolls over that, which I show a screenshot in the beginning of those videos, and then check out the zodiac sign for that area of your life too. All right, well, we'll see what else they have here for you. You got the Six of Earth, the Six of Pentacles coming in here. And this is about abundance and balancing of things. If I can get it to focus here. There it goes. We got the little kiwi. Um, so there is this balancing of giving and receiving that happens in July for you. Yeah. And then you also have the Magician and the Seven of Water, Seven of Cups. So the Magician is about acting upon emotions, acting upon feelings. So this abundance, this balancing of giving and receiving that you had with the Six of Pentacles comes about because, you know, and it's in an interesting combo because I would not normally look at it this way, but they're telling me that it's you have all this opportunities of emotional things, like you can act on these things, and it's you with your magician energy putting effort into these things and going, all right, it's like getting off your butt. I know this is a good message. I'm also going to resonate with this. Get off your butt, get up and get active, get moving, act on these things. Don't look at it and go, oh, let me put that on the list. Just if I see something, just get up and do it, complete it, and then write it on your list and mark it off, right? Accomplishment. But I feel like this is what comes in here. It's important to act on the emotions that are coming up, not just go, well, I would like to do that and then do nothing. It's like I'm instead of I want to do that, going, I'm doing this. Not even I am going to do that, said I'm doing this. Do it right now. Take action. Don't wait. Just act on this. It's very important for your um, abundance and this equal giving and receiving to come in for you for the month of July. So hopefully that makes sense. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then, dude, Rishi Lahori. Hey. So you'd like a reading or appreciate a reading to know what kind of jobs are aligned with your soul's purpose. Is it tutoring? All right. Let's take a look here and see what they're willing to show you here. What's a good expression of your soul? And I don't know if you've checked out Sahara Rose. She has a book called Discovering Your Dharma. If you check out her website, I am Sahara, just Sahara Rose, ROSC.com. She's got some tests on there under purpose and Ayurveda, if you haven't checked those out. And that they also give you some good guidance on like how do you want to express your Dharma to the world. It's like 6 questions, and it's pretty cool. It hit on the button with me. So all right. Yeah, you have the 5 of fire, which is this working out conflict and awakening. And this is seeing things from a different perspective and that type of thing. Tutoring seems like it would be here. You're helping people with their challenges because that's their, if they're needing a tutor, then they're having trouble learning something, right? And awakening is helping them realize things and teaching them too. So I do feel like you are a natural teacher, and because I feel you're patient, and I feel because of your upbringing that you're not like mean to people. That sounds bad, but I just feel like you're very patient and understanding, and you don't just jump to it going, "You're stupid." You're gonna say, all right, so help me understand. I just feel like you have a heart for encouraging but the mind for being able to show people and different perspectives and different approaches to things too. So I like that for you. I feel like tutoring is good. Anything that is helping people overcome conflict, and see things from a different perspective, generating options, any job that does that. I feel for you though, this tutoring and that kind of energy feels right, because it has these approaches of um, seeing the immediate um, progress. I feel like that's important for you. One, that you like helping people, but you also like seeing the immediate results instead of like, like a counselor, I think would drive you crazy, because that's funny. That's not appropriate to say, right? A counselor would never say crazy, but it would drive you like, oh my gosh, because people will just continue to come back with the same stuff and like, did you try the tool I gave you? No, and you're like, but if you are tutoring someone, you're like, try it this way. And they're like, they do it and they're like, oh my gosh, you did it. But I feel like that's important. So that's what they have for you, Rishi. I like it. Go for the tutoring or teaching. You could be a teacher too. It just has to be a subject that you're passionate about, right? Otherwise, you're like, oh my God. All right. So that's what they have for you, dude. So many blessings to you. And then Kritika Malhotra. Hi. So you're going out with college friends tomorrow. How will the day go? Well, let's see here. Will there be jail time involved? Let's take a look. I'm getting a little punchy today. It's funny. All right. Wow, look at this. You got the Page of Water and Unity with the Hierophant, seeing things from a different perspective and capital T truths. But I like the Unity message coming in here. Um, I feel like there's some growth that comes in here. Spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. What kind of sacred path are your college friends on? But the deer is sensitive, kind, open-hearted. Some new emotions, some new close friendships can grow from it too. So I feel like it's there's this. I like the unity energy coming in here. So it feels like it will go good. I feel like there's a lot of getting to know each other in different ways and some expansion, some clicking with some people. So you can even possibly find some really close friendships through this as well. So I like it. That's what they have for you, Kritika. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Infinity, you are up next. And thank you for your donations earlier and yesterday too. Really appreciate those. So for your free reading, you want to know, your frantic string of emails on Friday negatively impact your chances at the tempting place, that the temporary agency, the tempting place. Is that like, what kind of place is that, Infinity? Where are you trying to go? The House of 1,000 Pleasures. I think that was from a movie. Big Time in Little China, something like that. The House of 10,000 Pleasures. Or something like that. It's so funny. All right, so did it negatively impact it? Let's take a look here. I don't feel like it did. Probably it went to their spam. They probably blocked you, right? No. So you have the five of swords, which is the conflict of communication. The six of swords is smooth movement, and look at the kitty's face. They're excited. They're like, woohoo! So there's movement and things on it. Um, I They get it. They get it. I don't feel like there's any like it didn't appear negative to them. They're just like, wow, you really are needing a job or wanting a job or whatever it is about, and they're like, we get it, we understand. I just feel like their Friday was swamped. They didn't get to respond to you. But there will be communication. There will be movement that will come forward regarding it, and But no negativity. I just feel like they're, you know, they're they're used to people like, I need, because usually people aren't like, hey, just when you get around to it, I need a temporary job. Usually a lot of people that are doing temp jobs are like, oh my God, I need a cash fast. Do you have something that pays weekly and I need it now? And people, they're used to people kind of hounding them to get answers. And did you get anything yet? Anything yet? Anything yet? And they're just like, we're working on it. So it like I said, I feel like they're just used to it. Infinity. So you're fine. All right. So hang in there. Patience. What are you fearing? That's a good time to reflect on. It's like, what was I fearing? What am I worried about? What's at the root of my fears, right? We do what we can do and we do the best we can in each moment. And that's all that anyone can ask of us, right? Is that we do our best each moment, right? All right. So many blessings to you. Let me move some more over here. So we're moving down the list here. So thank you guys for your patience. All right, and let's do one more there. All right, let me just jot these names down real quick onto the list. So Charlene Kramer, you are up next. Okay, and then that one. And then I did not tell you to capitalize that. Stop. All right. I think that's it. Right. Okay. So, Charlene, want to know any messages or advice you need to hear from all or any of your family or the universe? All right. Let's see. What messages from the universe? From your family. I'm being drawn to an oracle card. It was actually buried too. So they're like, dig it out. These are the Shaman Dream Oracle. So let's see what message they have here for you. I normally don't grab the oracles for the free readings, but they're like adamant. They were like, get it, get it. That would be your family, huh? All right. So you have the Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix. I've had this come out not too long ago. So you got the Galactic Mushroom, card number 24. And this is all about the intricate complexity of life. So it says you might have been thinking and acting like you were the only one in the dream creating your life. The galactic mushroom arrives as a playful yet potent reminder that you need to get with your higher power. So they're all saying, yeah, connect with us, connect with us. The universal laws are not for your benefit only. The law of attraction does not exist just to serve up your desired outcome. The matrix of consciousness, called Source or God, Spirit, and many other names, is intricately woven in life. There is so much complexity that the human mind cannot comprehend all the moving parts. It's impossible to see beyond what you already know, just as the head of a mushroom is clearly visible above the soil, but not the living biome below. The thread-like mycelium of fungi form vast, intricate networks underground, connecting different life forms with one another in a kind of internet of the plant kingdom. Isn't that cool? Imagine the divine matrix serving the same way, connecting the individual consciousness with that of the divine. The galactic mushroom reminds you that your dreams and desires are heard. This is a call for faith and trust. Whatever intention you hold consistently with hope and faith first manifests in the unseen realms. Whether or not you can see it working on your behalf, eventually you see the evidence play out in the serendipitous events that work in your favor, seemingly outside of the law of cause and effect. Your most beautiful results are being birthed right now, not just for you, but for the highest good of all. So that they want you to know that you guys are intricately connected, that even though you may not feel them all the time and sometimes feel alone and that they're not there, that you are connected. They're always around you 24/7. Even your loved ones who've gone to the other side, they don't share time. They don't time share you. You're not a condo in Hawaii. You are we have the capacity to be in multiple places all at the same time, 100% of the time when we're on the other side as our powerful selves. And so they can be with every loved one 100%, like you're the only one they're with. So you're always surrounded by this great host of beings of unconditional love and light, always making sure that you're aware that they're there. They'll bring you repeating numbers and synchronicities all over the place, but they want you to know that we've heard your dreams and we're always working on your behalf for you. We're aware of every thought you have. Uh-oh, every emotion you feel, all the way back into the womb and the rest of your life as this human character. And so they're always working on things, but they are only able to work things in your life by your energy, what you're putting forward. And so if you're putting forward fear, because that's what they're saying, faith and trust, that's gratitude, that's trusting. Thank you, creator and spiritual team, for this and for that. And you're trusting them, you're giving thanks for it. That's the trust and the faith, right? But if we're focusing on fear and missing and wanting and hating, and then we're growing that and we're restricting, we're not giving them a whole lot to work with. And like, we're trying our best, but you got to work with us, right? And so they're just having you be aware of where you're investing your energy, how you're investing your energy. And as you look at that, then that can help. So I feel like that's the message for you, Charlene. Hopefully that is helpful. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And then up next, we got Lucky, Master of Zen. You have one question. When will you meet your significant other? All right. Let's take a look here. We do have some timing cards over here. And of course, time has to do with when we meet our loved one, no matter what kind of relationship it is. We have like the soonest we'd meet someone, the latest we'd meet someone. There's this range in between. If you haven't checked out the solstice relationship readings, the playlist is in the on my main page on my YouTube channel. If you click on the Brother Zen Mystic Tarot, it'll take you it'll be at the top. There's a playlist for each individual zodiac sign that's single and looking, married in a relationship, and happy hermits. And so that can give you some more information on the when and the who and where and those things too. So be sure to check those out. But these cards, I got 2 decks of timing cards that are together. I actually use these in those readings. That's why I came up here. So we'll see here. The more we focus on gratitude and the questioning our thoughts and beliefs and clearing out, decluttering our mind and our heart and our energy and our physical world, the faster things speed up and the sooner it can come in. But you have a sooner or later kind of energy. Yeah. So you have a wait in store here based on current energies within a year. Wait. It's worth the wait, with those cards coming in here too. So it's within a year. That's good. It could have been within 10 years. So we're glad it's within a year, but the more you work on, connecting to your, thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and clear away those restrictions and, supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's and musts, that those fearful thoughts that are rooted in fear of, I'm not going to find love, it's taking too long, what's happening, those are anchors and lower vibrational energy that slows it down. Instead of, as we say, thank you, creator, you're going to bring the perfect person, the perfect way, the perfect timing. I give you gratitude. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for these relationships that I had. Thankful for this and that relationship. All that gratitude of stuff just makes the creator want to bring more of that to us. That's the energy that they can work with. So hopefully that makes sense, Lucky. But I feel like they're like saying, within a year, but it can be faster if we turn inward and look at those things. So hopefully that helps a little. All right. So many, many blessings to you. All right. And then Maria P, you are up. So for your free reading, and thank you for your donation earlier and your donations yesterday. Will David reach out to you this coming week? All right. Let's take a look here. All right. I don't cuckoo. I don't feel like they will this week. I don't feel like they will reach out to you with current energies because we've got the Tower card, which is the cuckoo life experience, and the Five of Water is like movement of emotions. And I feel like there's some stuff going down this week that just has this a lot of transformation, a lot of different things happening where I don't know if someone I almost feel like someone significant is being laid off or fired or quit, or it's something sudden that's impactful with that Tower card within business, though, is what I feel, not their personal life, but the business world, which is personal to him, but in the scheme of things, right? But so it's like someone like, oh my gosh, we got to move on this. We got to get this. We got to get this out. We got to get a headhunter looking for this person. We got to interview. We got to set these things up. And I feel like it's either someone needs to be replaced really quick or someone that they've been working on replacing. Upper management is saying, we need that sooner. Can you move up your interviews? Can you move up the process? We got to get going. And so now suddenly their week, which was reasonable, is now overwhelming. And they're like, they have to do a lot of go on some stuff. And that's why I feel like they're just like, I don't have time to fit anything in. So that's why I feel like that, which till things kind of balance out, I feel like, I don't know if there's a lot of reactionariness going on in your company right now, but they are very much that is what's happening. All right. So that's what they have for you, Maria. Hopefully that makes it a little like, oh, yeah. But it doesn't mean that you can't reach out to them. You can always stop by and say, I know you're so busy. Can you use a coffee or something to drink, a tea, or, are you okay? Are you taking care of yourself? You can stop by and just give them a little bit of uh, a sparkle, right? All right. So that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings. And then on Nikita, you are up. You want to know, will Abhishek understand your point and stand by you in the future? All right. Let's take a look here. So will they understand and will they stand by you? Well, I feel like with the Two of Cups, with the lovebirds here, I feel like they will understand your point. I feel like the Two of Cups is like emotionally they get where you're coming from. And I don't know if they'll get like your point here, but they understand why you desire it so much. We'll put it that way. Like I don't feel like they agree with your point from their perspective, but I feel like they understand emotionally. They go, but I understand why you're passionate about it. May not agree about why you're passionate about it, but I understand why you're passionate about it, that you are. And this is why you want to do this. Standing by you, you've got the Nine of Air, the Nine of Swords, which is the nightmare and insomnia card, a lot of fears that come in here. Yeah, because this is all about this. They've got a lot of people pleasing. Like I don't want to, make people angry. They are like a void. Like in a fight or flight, they will flee and not fight. So I don't feel like they are someone. It's like with this. If there were orca whales, which they're the ones that hunt sea lions, if they're in the water, they're not down there to battle. They're like, nope, I'm up here. I have escaped the situation and I'm not there. So I don't feel like they would, Ankita. I just feel like they are they're used to running and hiding because of their upbringing that they didn't confront, they were taught to suppress. And so they've learned and been conditioned not to stand up, but to shrink and not rock the boat and not do that. So that's why I feel like when you're talking to them about these things, they go into fear, and that's why they can't comprehend it. Because when we go into fight or flight mode, when our little inner child feels unsafe and out of control, the intelligence is gone, and so you're trying to explain something to a 2-year-old fearing mind. They're not going to get it, but they can understand passion and emotion. I understand why you're upset. I understand that you are upset, not why, but I understand that you're upset. They're like, well, you going to stand by me? Oh no, I'm running this way, and it's not about you. It's not about how they feel about you. It all has to do with their own fears and what's going in there. So hopefully that helps. You know, everyone tries to do the best they can in the moment, and this is where they're at in their life. That's what they can offer. So until they go in and look at some of these things, inwardly, that's all they can do. All right. So that's what they have for you, Ankita. So many blessings. Hang in there. We got your back. Explain it to us. We'll go on a road trip. Come on, everybody. We're gonna go stand behind her. You're like, dang, I know that's right. Don't mess with our group. All right. So many blessings, my dear. All right, and then Latoya, Bryant, you are up. So what is Jay the Aries' current feelings towards you, the Gemini? All right, let's take a look here. So what with the Jay the Aries? What are the current feelings? Nope. All right. Current feelings. Oh, it feels very bright here because we've got the Ace of Cups, which is overflowing love. You got the Dove, and the Sun card, which is joy, celebration, bluebird of happiness. The Dove brings in the beginning of a new emotional experience for you, maybe the first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. But I feel like there is this rebirthing, this emotional flow that's coming in with the bluebird of happiness. It's all about prosperity, success, and all of that. So the combination, it feels very positive. And it's like there's light shining on their life and they're realizing kind of what's in front of them. I feel a little more than they used to, but it feels like there's this restart, this reboot, this higher, like taking the emotions to a different level. And I like that, the Sun, passion too, but I like cups that are there, because if it was just like fire, it's like, oh yeah, they want to jump your bones. But now we are like, no, they have this passion and then this emotion with it too. So I feel like there's something rumbling around within them that has sparked, and it's becoming larger and larger, like a sun within them. They can't deny it for much longer. So that's what's coming in there for you, Latoya. So many blessings to you. All right. I think we're on our final stretch here. So hang in there, everybody. We've got 1, 2, bring these over, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 more to go. So hang in there. And up next, we have Arushi. Stop trying to correct it. All right, hold on. Let me just override this little autocorrect. Okay, there we go. So Arushi, you'd like a general for July. All right, let's take a look here. So what does Spirit want you to know for July? Now, we do have July monthlies out there too. So if you haven't checked those out, their playlist is on my main page. So after you watch this, you can click on my name, go over in the top will be July playlist, and you can go into your sign and go in more depth even there, so you can get some additional messages and clarity for your month too. All right. So, all right, yeah. I like this. I mean, you've got the page of water, page of cups, and the seven of fire, seven of wands. Seven of wands is about you being true to you. Don't dim your light. Don't try to be someone you're not. Shine bright. Don't ask permission. Be unapologetically yourself. Don't be a douchebag about it, but be just you. And that's what brings this page of water. It brings a new love, heightened love, in rekindling of an old relationship, maybe even too. But so sorry. Yeah, speak your truth. So, because I was like, suddenly my throat was, I'm like, it's interesting today. Just a side note. I'm starting to take on physical qualities. Like I had a pain in my neck when they wanted to have a pain, talk about pain in your neck. So I don't know if I want this. We'll have to talk after this. But it's like, speak your truth, speak who you are. In the month of July, allow yourself to share your opinion and how you feel about people, what you want. Don't suppress, don't hide, don't choke yourself. Allow yourself to express yourself, because that's so important with all this. Stepping up, shining bright, being you. The world needs you to be you. So take action based on those things. And it brings you this joy, this heightenedness. And if you're looking for love, it's going to attract someone that loves you for you, not for who you're trying to be, right? So be you during the month of July. It's very important for you. And it does bring in such joy and such abundance of emotion that comes in because of it. So I like that for you. So that's what they have for you, Arushi. But again, check your July monthly as well. I don't have a chat going, otherwise I'd throw out the link, but if you go to my main page, it's at the top. All right, so many blessings to you. And then we have Kathy Cope. You are up next. So will Daniel and you reconcile before the 4th of July? Oh, wow. Just a few days away, huh? Let's take a look here. Let me shuffle these. I'm just going to take a sip here real quick. All right. Sorry. All right, Kathy, let's take a look here. Is reconciliation in the cards before the 4th of July? All right. What do we have here? Well, there are possibilities. You got two major arcana. You've got the Chariot, which is victory and movement, power of choice, and the Moon card, which is this, emotions and things coming up from the surface. Now, big possibilities coming in here. Let me see. When's the new moon? Because we've got this moon energy that's coming in here, but I know we've got a new moon that's coming up next week. It's on Friday the 5th. Maybe not before the 4th. It might be on the 5th with the moon, because the moon is important here. The moon cycles, the moon phases, the new moon in Cancer. The ruler of the moon is on Friday. The Chariot, though, is, this, it's our power of choice. And our power of choice is like based on current energy, Friday, right? But if you focus, because you can't choose for them, all you can do is choose for you. This Chariot, the power of choice, is you get to choose the story. You get to choose your emotions each moment. You're choosing your energy. You're choosing your physical action. And whatever you're focusing on is what grows and expands. So if you're focusing on want, and missing, and hatred and fears, that just pushes stuff away. Like I want to reconcile. Well, if I'm focusing on the wantingness and then that I'm missing them, that I fear we won't, all that energy is saying, I enjoy wanting to be together, back together, but not being back together. I like the wanting. You can't want if you get what you want, so they keep you wanting. I miss something. I'm telling the universe I love this missing feeling, so they can't bring you what you want if they keep on having them be missed, right? So instead, tell the universe I'd like to be back together with them, but I trust you. I give it to you. If it's up for my highest experience, then I give it to you, and I trust that you will bring it in the perfect way and the perfect timing. And okay, and then you give it to them, and then you just continue the gratitude. Focus on gratitude for what you're grateful in your life, what you were grateful about them, what you did love about them, and are grateful for about them, because then that expands that. But if we're focusing on the fears and the lower vibration, we just expand it and we push it further away. So hopefully that makes sense. Right now, I feel like it's based on current choices and energy. It's like July 5th is like the earliest because of the new moon. It's significant. But depending on what energy you put forward, what stories are you doing? Stories of higher vibration or lower vibration, emotions of higher or lower, energy putting forward, like where you put in your intention and your gratitude, and what are you physically doing, right? Make a list, all the things that I love about them. Put that energy and see what that draws in. But it's still it's not witchcraft. It's not casting a spell to draw them back. It's almost like casting a spell upon yourself. If we so sorry, if we it's like I want them back, but they're not for our highest experience. That may not be good. You've seen it all the movies, right? Where people like love spells and like, oh my god, I can't get rid of them now. So we don't, that doesn't work anyway. We can't control others, but we can cast a spell upon myself. Like I cast a spell upon myself to draw to me the relationship that's for my highest experience right now. And then we give it to the universe. And if that happens to be them, then they're drawn in. If it's not them, then we draw in someone who is, and it's better because that's who is for us, not the other person. And we trust the creator knows better, right? Creator knows best, because they see it all. They see the entire picture, so we can trust them and go, here you go. But the things we do, we open up and allow the ability for drawing someone back to us if we focus on what we're grateful for them instead of what we fear and who they're not being and what they're not doing and what they have done that's horrible, right? But we come back to realizing I'm the one that chooses for me in my life and they choose for theirs. So it's about getting back some power too, if that makes sense. All right. So that's what they have for you, Kathy. So many blessings to you. And then we have the birthday girl, Vidi Jalan. Happy birthday to you. I hope you are having a very special day and have a very, very happy birthday to you. And yeah, we'll definitely pull some cards here for you. Let me just gonna grab some little birthday emojis and put it down by your name. Yay. I'm gonna put happy birthday. All right. I think we're going to be finishing up before my voice tries to go away here. I think it's just all the pollen blowing around outside. All right. So Vidi, let's see what birthday messages they have here for you. I feel like we're going to end up pulling an oracle card as well. In fact, we'll start off there. I feel like we're going to do the sacred forest. I just really want to get some nice nature energy in here. All right. So what do you want Vidi to know for her birthday? All right, that right there. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. You have, let's see if I can get it to focus here. There it is. Forest Temple Enlightenment. And card number 19. Wow, it's perfect for your 19th birthday. Wink, wink, wink. So, it starts off with a little story around the temple here. It says, the sound of delicate chanting fills the forest. You follow the sound as you walk down a meandering path into a small clearing. Before you, a forest temple becomes visible. As you get closer, it feels that the chanting is penetrating deep into your soul. Something seems to be shifting within you. Everything is the same, yet everything is somehow different. So meditate on the light within you and around you. Connect with the ever present energy of the divine. Right now, your awareness is increasing. Your ability to understand the world is shifting. More and more, you can see situations from all points of view, and this creates an expansion in all parts of your life. This card also reflects times when you are seeing the world from only your personal point of consciousness, which is dramatically restricting possibilities for you. A one-sided, adamant view of life can block a vast influx of light, joy, and connection to the Creator. Strict adherence to your beliefs can obstruct wonderful opportunities from flooding your life. Be willing to step outside your limited points of view and see the world from the other's perspectives, and your life will expand. In temples throughout the world, initiates withdraw from their surroundings in order to gain an expanded perception of the inner reality of life. Intuition and healing abilities emerge during these times. Light is flooding into your life now. With enlightenment, you'll feel the expansion from a limited sense of self to an awareness of the cosmos around you. Wow. The spirit of the forest temple says, positive changes are coming. You are lightening up, so feel buoyant and free. Your connection to spirit is deepening. Old beliefs about who you are and what you deserve in life are falling away, replaced by incredible new paths. Wow. I love it. So this is that next rotation around the sun. You have this big experience happening. Let's see what else they want you to know here. That's your little birthday present. So, what else for your birthday? What do they want you to know? Boom, boom, and boom. All right. Yep. So you've got the Hermit card here. So this is about withdrawing in and connecting to spirit, like it was saying here. You know, this is your temple. Going into your temple and connecting with spirit is very important. In fact, they've got a lot of stuff to bring clarity around, and as you connect higher, they take you in those directions. Which you have the Three of Wands, which is about a movement and a change of direction that they're taking you in, and the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is about like this movement and transition in the physical world. It could be, you know, if you're wanting to go to school, learn something, certify in something, it could be like seeking knowledge in the physical world and or achieving something. It's like the apprentice becoming the master, the student becoming the teacher or graduating, and the assistant manager becoming a manager. So there is a lot of this energy that comes in here about expansion, learning, and growth. And I feel like you're changing direction because and heading into something like you normally wouldn't have been. And I just feel like this next year it's going to be a big eye opener where you're like realizing a lot of things you were heading towards weren't yours. It was someone else that had planted it in your head. And you thought, well, this is what I should do, but it's not what your heart wants to do. And I feel like this next year is this. The more you connect with spirit, the more clarity you get, the more in tune you become with your heart, And then you are able to change these directions, go to school, or learn that modality, or whatever this knowledge is that you're being drawn into the outside world to do. It's very well supported for you. So I like that. So I feel like there's going to be a significant change of path that you choose to do in this next year. And I like that for you. So that's what they have for you, VD. So happy birthday to you. And have an amazing, amazing day. All right. And then up next, we've got Jewel. You are up. And then HTTTPS. You'll be up after that. And then we'll finish out with Priya. So that's where we're at with our reading. So up first, we have Jewel. So do we see your financial desires coming true? All right, let's take a look here. So financial dreams for Jewel. All right. Your current dreams, no. I know what, but it's all right. In the long run, it will be fine. Yeah, the King of Air, which they rule over thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and thinking, and but they also get a second portion of swords, which is means that they're the masters of thinking and seeing things from a different perspective. And when you get the renewal, which is the judgment card with the raccoons, we've got this seeing things from a higher perspective. So both of these are about see things from a different perspective. And so that's why they're saying your current perspective of finances, no, because you're going through a transformation and you're seeing things differently. You're looking at abundance differently. You're looking at what it means and how it has to be. And I just feel like it's going to go through an alteration. You're going to see things differently and go, oh, wow, I don't need it to be this. I want it to be this instead. Not that it's lower or higher or anything. I just feel like it's going to be different, but it's the perception and how you really look about it is what changes there. And then that does come to fruition because you're seeing a higher point of view from it and understanding it than from thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are rooted in some fears. So when you see things differently, then the energy around it all changes as well, which allows it to, come in as well, if that makes sense. Right? So that's what they got for you, Jewel. So many blessings to you. And then HTTPS. Hello, hello. All right. So I did read what you had there too. And sorry I didn't see it while I was in chat. So yeah, you had mentioned, when your guides were like, yes, create something and speak your truth and share your wisdom. And you're looking to see where, what platform you can use, whatever you prefer, blogging, whatever, YouTube, like you said. And maybe a collab in the future. I'm open to that. I'm open to collaborations. In fact, coming out in my From Chaos to Cozy podcasts, I will be sharing some of my Praying Mantis members with individuals. You're a Zen Cricket member too. So if you're interested, when you're ready, definitely reach out to me. My email's in the description box of the video, and we can look at how to connect. I use generally Skype, and we can do a podcast together, and I can introduce everyone to you and what you have to offer and those things. So definitely open to doing that. And we're all a community of support for one another. We all have beautiful things to share, right? We all have not been in all the same classes in this lifetime, at least. And so we are able to share things to help each other. So I'm all on board with that. So boom. So let me know. All right. And then you wanted spirit team messages for your free ones. So let's see what your spirit team has to say as well. All right. So what did they want you to know here? Yeah, wow, I put these cards back in separate. I think this was for someone else, but we got the Hermit card, so and the Page of Water. So this new um, expansion of your emotions, this higher way of looking at things. The Hermit card is all take time for contemplation to retreat and go within. And then it says, be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. How perfect is that, right? And yeah, be invited to a social event. There you go. You just got invited to a podcast social event. But there definitely is this, go inward and upward, and this is the your energy of sensitivity, kindness, open-heartedness. And the pages are kind of inexperiences too, which they're like, don't worry about as you expand and as you go and as you do things. We're here for you. The fireflies are the little lights that appear within the world, and um, they're great to see. It's just like it's unexpected. It's like a little star in a little insect that's come to the earth to bring some light and to bring some awe, because you see it and you're just like, oh, that's so cool. How does it glow like that? It definitely is. It's time for a glow up, right? As they say, it's your time to really expand and see these things as well and share it, to come in. So I like this energy for you. I feel like it's kind of reinforcing what we were talking about here, but it is about be a beacon of light. You're going to be invited to some social events, like you just had one. Um, so when you're invited, go. I feel like it's an important time for you to expand and do that, and then you're going to find your niche, your niche, whatever, however someone says it, how you want to express it, and what feels comfortable. So don't feel like, oh, supposed to blah blah blah. Go, what makes me my heart sing? Because one of the great things we realize is that the world doesn't need any of us to do anything. The world's going to be fine. We're going to unfold. Humanity may end, you know, and and we'll just have a new reiteration, and we'll come back as cats and animals, and we'll still have fun. But there's not a like, oh my gosh, the creator and spirits like, oh my god, the world, all our plans are ruined because someone didn't do something. Like, no, you're down here on an adventure. We're down here on a giant playground, and however we want to express it is the fun way that we want to do it. And so do it. Don't feel like you have to do it a certain way. Creator, they don't have a wrong or right. They just have different choices with different outcomes, and they're fine with whatever. The world the universe and creator go on through everything. They're just like, oh, you guys want to go down and play? Let's go play. Enjoy. Need anything, let me know. I'm there. They're watching us every second. They're just like, if you need anything, I'll let you play. But if you want help, let me know. That's the kind of energy I feel is coming in there. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what they have. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Priya, lastly, but definitely not leastly, I don't think those are words, but and if I missed anyone, my deepest apologies. Here in a moment after I'm done, I will post a comment listing the order in which all the readings were completed. I'll be back next Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time for free readings. I'm on Friday morning and night, Saturday morning and night, and Sunday morning. And if you're interested, I have Praying Mantis and Zen Cricket memberships. We have a cozy chat on Wednesday nights that all my members can access. Praying Mantis Q&A on Thursday nights for a couple hours, and then an hour after every one of my regular sessions during the weekend, as well. So if you're interested, all that is down below. Plus, I offer personal readings, other services. I have a ton of content that's for free on my main page. If you're interested in finding answers and you can't wait till Friday, but you don't have the funds available to purchase a reading, there's a ton of free content. July monthlies, 3-month solstice relationship readings, from Chaos to Cozy podcast, a bunch of other things there as well. So be sure to check those out. All right. All right, Priya, you are up. The current situation of your sister-in-law and you. So current situation, sister-in-law and you. All right. Let's take a look here. Current situation. All right. What do they want you to know? What is going on? All right. So you've got the unity here, which is the Hierophant in regular tarot, the major arcana number 5, polar bear, and then you have the King of Fire, which is also, both of these can represent your higher selves. And I kind of feel like it's a lion versus a polar bear. What's going on? It's like from two different worlds. But, there's this, fiery personality. And I feel like there's just like this power struggle between the two of you with these cards coming in and the story of the polar bear mama versus a lion, right? And it's like, I feel like the sister-in-law is very protective. And when her mama bear, literally her mama polar bear, gets activated, they can match a lion, and I just feel like there's this power struggle. And if I feel like if you'll, with I feel like you're the King of Fire, and the King of Fire has this, their fire energy, and they have the power to, where am I focusing my energy? What am I doing? What am I growing? You can't control anyone else, so you can't control their thoughts, emotions, actions, whatever. All you can control is the story that you're putting to something, the emotions you're choosing, the energy, especially with this King of Fire, the King of Wands, the energy I'm focusing on and I'm attracting, and then, what I'm doing in the physical world. So the King of Wands, they wield their magic wand, and they realize that when they focus on what they fear, what they hate, what they want, and that we push things away and we draw in fears and we grow the lower vibrational scary things rooted in fear. And then instead, if we change it and we start looking at, okay, what am I grateful for in my sister-in-law? Not focus on who they're not being and growing that, but what do I love about them? What do I like about them? What do I appreciate about them? What am I grateful for about them? Then that starts to grow, right? Especially if we share it with them, like, what I love about you is that you keep, my brother in line, or sister, no judgments, but you keep my sibling in line, and or I love how you support them so much. And if they're a mother, I love what a protective mother you are, and that you have such a love and a desire for success for your children. And and you specifically, sincerely find things you love about them and share it with them, then your friendship grows, the relationships grow. And that works with any relationship, because who doesn't want to be around someone who's focusing on the great things that they see about you versus someone who's always finding fault with you? What do you want to do? Well, I want to find fault with them. If they're finding fault in me, by golly, you've opened the battle on God, right? But if it's sharing gratitude and love, and then that's what changes the relationship there. So I feel like you might be butting heads. You might be this battling of this polar bear and this lion, but you can change that, and you can change it with your energy. You can't expect them to change, because your energy is what's drawing stuff to you. So when you change, then that world side changes. The way you see the world changes too, if that makes sense. So that's what they got for you, Priya. All right. So many blessings to you. Right, everybody. So that is it for today. Thank you again so much for all of your questions and your thirst for hearing from Spirit. And I appreciate all the thumbs up if you're enjoying your free readings. Just help spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami. So thank you guys so much. And until I see you again, remember every second of every day of your life, you truly are unconditionally, eternally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, enjoy the rest of your week. Until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.